Hello friends! In a previous video I showed how to make a bamboo autocrafter, which takes you from bamboo to bamboo blocks to bamboo planks to all the wood products you see on my right, like chests, bamboo doors, rafts, trapdoors, slabs, all those things. In this video I want to show how to make the autocrafter go one more step using bamboo slabs along with planks in some cases to make the products on my left, including the bamboo mosaic blocks and composters, barrels, and chiseled bookshelves. So to start from the beginning, just for a quick review, the bamboo autocrafter looks like this. We've got your bamboo comes into one crafter that makes it into blocks. The blocks go in another crafter that makes it into planks, and the planks go into the crafter where you set the final recipe. This one, for example, to make slabs. And you've got a comparator detecting when bamboo fills the slots of the top crafter, and that's powering dust to an observer to power the top two crafters because they can pulse over and over, and they will make the bamboo planks. And then the bottom crafter uses signal strength to detection with this comparator to detect when this crafter is full to craft your desired recipe. Now, there's a double hopper speed version where you can set the hoppers on top up like this to load the bamboo at double hopper speed. You can also do triple hopper speed like this if you want to, but I've made an array here with the double hopper speed version. This is a little bit different than the array in my original video. This one uses this layout, the 2x layout like I show over there, and allows you to lock the input hopper from the front, so you can manually power this block here to not allow any more bamboo in. So if you were to build an array tiling these, because they're too wide tileable, you can then turn on just the things you want to craft and lock it when you don't want to craft it, and the bamboo will go on down and make the other stuff. Now, by request, someone commented on my previous video wanting to know how they could automatically shut it off if they have an output chest for one product and they want to shut the machine off when it's full. If you tile it this way, then you can have that output chest read by a comparator, or have a hopper reading that goes into the chest read by a comparator, which will then send power back up to this block here and shut off the input. I've come up with a couple of designs for the auto shutoff, so neither of them am I 100% happy with, but that's something I'll leave to your imagination. If you think you can come up with a better one, hey, that's great. But here's a basic design where the crafter outputs whatever it's got into a hopper that points down into a chest or a double chest, or could be barrel even. When this hopper gets more than a few items in it, actually when it almost fills up, it's going to send a signal up here to lock off. Oh, you know what? I need to delete that. That's why this got so full. So let me take those out and we'll see. Yeah, as soon as it's got a full stack, 3 signal strength, then this signal will come back up here and shut off this hopper. So that's one way to do an auto shut off. It's a little ugly because you got this in front of your chest, but maybe you're going to take these hoppers down somewhere else to a storage system or something like that. Another way to do it is with I've got water here and hoppers going side and then into the double chest, taking advantage of the too wide tileable, reading the signal off of this hopper here, which powers a torch to this block that's in front of the main input hopper. And this is not 100% reliable because sometimes this crafter will spit items out up on top and they don't get caught in the water, but most of the items go in. So I don't know, if you don't like that one, you like the look of this better, you could build this, but just be warned, it's not lossless. It can lose some. These aren't full, they just ran out of bamboo input. They take quite a while to fill up. Anywho, let's get back to the new crafting builds to craft all of the mosaic blocks. Now the simplest of these is going to be the bamboo mosaic block. This you craft from bamboo slabs. So our slab output, this hopper from the original, or with this layout, is going to be turned sideways and send these slabs into a dropper. And then we're going to have a column of hoppers that pull those slabs down. The reason we have to do it like this is because it crafts 6 slabs at a time. And in order to keep pace with the output using the same redstone signal, we need to distribute these among 3 hoppers, because every 2 slabs will craft a mosaic. So if you open up, we've got the same recipe in each of these, and the slabs will over time pre-fill the bottom, or maybe the bottom 2, with stacks of slabs, and that's unfortunately unavoidable. The top one, it never pre-fills with an entire stack, but so you do save a little bit there. But the way you power these, again, dropper or hoppers coming down, pointing into the side, you power them just by running an extra repeater off the bottom of the circuit that powered the the slab crafter. So all of these are tiled the same. You've got the signal, where is it? It's kind of hard to see things in here. You've got the comparator up in there on subtract mode, and it is this one. When the signal strength that it's reading gets to 9, this is subtracting 6, so it'll have 3 enough to power the front here. But what you're doing with the well, you're using that redstone dust to hard power this crafter, which does still power the slab crafter, but then also powers this mosaic block crafter and this mosaic block crafter, and you just attach a repeater to the bottom of this to power this mosaic block crafter. So if we flip that on, grab ourselves some bamboo, yeah, it can't all get picked up because hoppers have limited collection speed. Oh, wrong hopper. Yeah, some of it got picked up, see. But now we are making bamboo mosaic blocks. All right, similar with the mosaic slabs and stairs, except you have to arrange an additional crafter on the front to craft either the slabs or the stairs. So you've still got the regular bamboo slabs going to the side into a dropper, and that dropper is not getting activated, so it could be a barrel too. 3 hoppers pulling from that, pointing to the left into 3 additional crafters to craft the actual mosaic slab blocks, and then those mosaic blocks. The mosaic blocks are then outputted into a dropper and a hopper and another crafter in the front that has the requisite recipe. So here's 3 mosaic blocks to get mosaic slabs, and here are mosaic blocks in the stair shape to get mosaic stairs. So turn those 2 on, toss in some more bamboo here. And we start getting those out of there. There's the slabs, there's the stairs. Oh, and the powering for these is actually the same. You're only adding 1 additional crafter and just directing all the mosaic block output to it. So that additional crafter gets hard powered by this same repeater that was powering the bottom crafter of mosaic blocks. So making blocks, making mosaic slabs. So if you want those nice decorative slabs, you've got a machine to do that now too. Shut off the input, and then we're going to go to composters, barrels, and chiseled bookshelves. Now composters are the simplest because they are actually just made with all slabs, and we don't have to do any kind of special hopper arrangement to make sure we have things in the right proportion. With this, we can just turn the slab crafter down and face it into a crafter with the composter shape. So it's going to receive these slabs and continually make composters, and there's no additional wiring compared to the original bamboo to wood product crafter. Let me throw some bamboo. Wait, I have to flip the lever for that, and we'll throw some bamboo in there. Now this makes 6 slabs at a time. A composter takes 7 slabs, so basically I guess like 6 out of 7 times that it crafts slabs, it will also make a composter, and occasionally it'll leave 1 undone. You can see each time it crafts we end up with 1 extra, or 1 less pair, and it just cycles through. Oh, I ran out of bamboo. Let me throw a little bit more in there. Where did that go? And then this time it's going to have nothing, and the next time it won't have enough. Just fill and then start decrementing those stacks again. So there you go. Now the final two crafters are the barrel crafter and the chiseled bookshelf crafter, and those are a bit more complicated. So I'm going to break them out and show you them from all sides, not just as part of the array. Let's go over the barrel and chiseled bookshelf crafters here where I have them pulled. So we're going to start with the bamboo at the top, same setup to make blocks and then planks. Planks will come down and some will go all the way down to this slab crafter, and some of the planks will go directly into the barrel crafter because the recipe requires planks and slabs. Now the way we get everything where it needs to go and these crafters pulsed the right number of times to craft the recipes is all in the wiring around the back here, which is a bit complicated. So to begin, the slab crafter all the way at the bottom is going to use the same signal strength 9 detection that we had over in our simpler bamboo to wood product crafters, except the the furnace will have a wooden tool and 36 items in it to give a signal strength 8 to a comparator. The furnaces over on the original build had only 16 items in the top input slot so that they would output signal strength 6. But this one we need to make signal strength 8 because we don't have room for all the extra redstone dust. We have to have a repeater there because we need dust here. So we've got to have subtracting 8, and then when it gets to 9, when this slab crafter is full, this comparator will turn on, power this dust up here, and down there, and this dust up here. Now the dust at the bottom is going to go power this repeater through the block, then into that block, and craft our slabs. Going to craft 6 slabs, and since we only use 2 slabs at a time when making barrels, we need to pulse this barrel crafter 3 times each time we pulse the slab crafter once. Well, the way I'm doing that is these observers and this copper bulb based monostable. The redstone dust, when the slab crafter is full, is going to be turned on, and then when it crafts the slabs, it'll be turned off again. This observer will detect both of those, and that will provide 2 of the pulses to the barrel crafter. The third pulse will be up here. When this dust turns on, the torch will turn off, nothing will happen. When the dust turns back off, the torch will turn on, change the state of this bulb, which changes the state of the comparator from powered to unpowered or unpowered to powered, and that one state change will trigger the observer once, and we'll get our 1 extra pulse to the barrel crafter. Now, these, because of the delays added by these components on the top, these 3 pulses are going to be separated enough that they actually activate that crafter 3 times. So how then do we distribute the planks into the barrel crafter and the slab crafter? That happens over on this side with basically an item filter setup. So as you can see, I've got filler blocks here, and the plank stacks in the barrel crafter are full. What happens is that planks, when they come down, will all go into this hopper. The bottom hopper stays locked, and all the planks are going to go into this crafter until it fills up, and they start to back up in here. And once they back up in here above 41, then the bottom hopper will unlock and allow them into the slab crafter. In order to fit the item filter in, I had to actually wrap it around this furnace and comparator that are providing the signal strength for subtraction to the slab crafter. So I've got a comparator powering this block, 3 dust, like a standard item filter. When the third dust powers, it's going to power this furnace, which does not affect the signal strength being read from it by the comparator, but does activate this activator rail down here. Now, when that activator rail turns on, it's going to trigger the observer to pulse the torch to change this bulb state to off, which turns the comparator and the dust up here off, which unlocks the hopper. When the third dust up here turns off again, this activator rail will turn off again, which will again trigger the observer to pulse the torch to turn the bulb back on then, and will repower this comparator and dust and relock. So the way this is going to craft is going to kind of be in a rhythm. We'll put some bamboo in there, and I'm going to watch this crafter. You'll see, well, let me show you in here. The planks are going to build up until they get high enough, then they start getting pulled down to craft slabs. Inside the barrel crafter, all these plank stacks will fill back up. Then that plank filter will fill back up, and when it gets high enough, you'll see slabs come in here. There's our 6 slabs again, and it rapidly crafts 6 barrels. And then it waits a while again until everything fills back up. So that will keep on running indefinitely. The chiseled bookshelf crafter is very similar. The same item filter, wraparound, toggle setup on the side, the same furnace with 8 signal strength. The only difference is we don't need the extra pulses to the chiseled bookshelf crafter, because here this uses 3 slabs at a time, and since we craft 6 at a time, we only need to pulse the chiseled bookshelf crafter twice each time we make slabs, and that is accomplished just by the dust and observer, so we don't need this extra torch, copper bulb, comparator, observer at this level. We can just leave that out. And I don't know if I mentioned the top part, making blocks and planks, works the same as all of the other bamboo crafters, just a comparator, reading the number of slots and changing the signal strength of the dust, which goes back to power both of those, because it's hard powering the bottom one. That powering also powers this dropper that sends the outputted planks down to the rest of it as well. So these can be tiled with each other, as I've done in the array here. I'm actually not 100% sure if you could put another one of the original ones tiled onto this side. I don't recall if I checked that, but they can be tiled next to each other on the end of your array, and we can flip those on and show you them both working in this setup. Now there's our chiseled bookshelves. Barrels will get there. Oh, they're a little bit lower in planks right now. More chiseled bookshelves. I might need to add some more bamboo to the barrel crafter. If you spam load the bamboo or the planks into this filter, then it can run out. So it works fine if bamboo is being loaded from the top and crafted at a regular pace, but if you're like trying to test it and you spam load planks in here, it'll end up draining them out. So just to give a warning, if you're testing different parts of it, it works as a whole because of the pacing of the materials and the amount that it uses, it won't have problems. Now, I don't think any of these are relog proof. Just to give fair warning, I would not expect them to be relog proof. I haven't really thought through all of the conditions on that, but I would suggest that you don't leave these bamboo crafters running when you're exiting an area or exiting a world. So shut off the input if you have continuous bamboo being harvested, or allow whatever batch you've put in it to finish before you save and quit or leave the area. So I hope you find these additional bamboo crafters helpful, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Hopefully I can clear things up. Enjoy using this in your Minecraft world.